sports. I'll tell you more about them in a second. The point after touchdown rule. Cincinnati Bengals kicker Mike Nugent came out a couple days ago. He's angry about the new PAT rule. He thinks the NFL wants kickers to fail because it makes the games more interesting. Is he right?
He is correct. We would like to see less automatic extra points. The extra point became such an automatic play, it's a non-play. So what's the point of having a play if it's going to be a non-play, if it really doesn't have a chance of affecting the competitive outcome of the game? So Mike is right, and I think the NFL is right to change the rule. They do want kickers to fail, so coaches are forced to make that tough choice. Do we go for two? Do we go for one? Which then creates more intrigue from a fan perspective, creates more coaching X's and O's, creates more things for you and I to talk about, whether the coach was right, whether the coach was wrong.
Yeah. You know why he's pissed? He missed one last weekend.
That's why he's, yes. Sour grapes.
Oh, here's something else to consider. Normally, NFL kickers make just over 99% of those old point afters. This year so far, they're making close to 95%. In the first weekend of football, this last weekend, 4 point afters were missed. Last year in total, 7 or 8 point afters were missed, and the fourth one was missed halfway through the season. So already we're at the halfway point that we hit last year.
Now wait until weather comes.
Yeah.
Windy games, snowy games, rainy games.
It's going to impact some games.
That's when coaches are really going to have to make some tough choices. And if you're going for two, I'm so curious to see what your play is, Coach.
Yeah.
Show me what your play is.
What should the Broncos do on a two-pointer? What would be their best bet?
You know, if it was a different quarterback other than Peyton Manning, you would run a rollout to give the quarterback the run-pass option if the pass
well, we don't
there.
want him rolling out.
But we can't do that based on what we saw last week.
Don't roll him out.
So it's got to be some type of crossing routes, tight end across the back of the end zone.
Well, what about
possible fade out to the end?
I'll tell you how I'm going.
How you going?
I'm bringing Juwan Thompson into the game.
Okay.
And I'm giving the ball to Juwan Thompson. That's what I'm doing.
Stretch?
I like this kid.
Stretch? Some kind of stretch?
Yeah.
Stretch run strong, stretch run weak?
Or why not pound him up the middle? You've got two Pro Bowl guards in Vasquez and Mathis. I know Mathis isn't ready right now, but once he gets his legs under him, don't you want to run behind those guys?
Well, I'd rather run stretch.
Am I wrong about
I'd rather
this?
run stretch.
Do I sound like an idiot?
Well, just because.
Do I sound like a kindergartner?
There's not a lot of
kid?
space in there, and the defense is going to be so tightly packed.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a lot of room in the middle. But if you run stretch to the sidelines, that opens some things up.
Okay, I'll go your way.
Thank you. All right. That way I don't have to call you kindergartner.
Yeah, that's segment.